Hello everyone, I'm Aren, and welcome to not Lobotomy Corporation. I'm sorry, first of all, I know I promised there will be an episode this week. I was actually getting ready to record just a couple minutes ago, and I thought to take a second just to think a little bit and, talk a little in the format of this video, and hopefully, if I do end up posting this, talking with you guys about some thoughts I've had recently about this series. And yeah, I would like to share them with you and, hopefully see what you think. So, first of all, I don't know how it's looked from y'all's end. I know this is the series that I've struggled the most to keep up with. I think it's the only series that I haven't been the most consistent about with the recent series that I've been playing in the channel. If I missed an episode in the past few weeks, it's been of this series. And contrary to what maybe not it seems, I've been really enjoying this game. It's, as I said before, it's my first game of this style, the resource management, I don't know what the right term is. I've really had a lot of fun, the story is really interesting, the lore, it really grabbed me. And so I've been really enjoying the experience so far. The thing about it is that I did not realize, and I don't know, I mean I kinda realized, because I looked up, as I said in the past, the how long to beat. Like before I start a game series or a streaming series, I usually check out the how long to beat, and so I looked it up, and it said, I believe something like 50 hours. I think it said like getting the full game, or the full game was like 100 hours. I don't remember. I think recently I looked it up and it was like 100 hours, and that even pushed me more towards what I'm gonna talk about here. I don't know. I guess I thought it was gonna be, because it's an average. I was like, maybe I'll be able to beat it faster, but it depends on the type of game that it is, and because I never played this type of game, I didn't know if there was a way to complete it faster. Point being, there's no way around it. It is a long game, and I feel like I haven't even grasped, the stages that are longer. I have seen that the later stages require so much energy. On one side, my, gamer side, I don't know, my game player side, it's really excited about that, because I've been really enjoying the challenge, and how the difficulty spike has gone up. And so because I'm not able to spend that much time in a game like Lobotomy Corporation, I haven't made as much progress as I wish I had. I ended up with two, fairly long series, not super long. When I played Tears of the Kingdom, it made me realize that, those type of games, maybe it's better to leave for streams, which we'll talk about more later. I feel like I haven't been able to keep up as much, where I feel like, like, I don't know, at this rate, I don't know when we would end the series, right? Like, would it be like a year? The way that I'm going about it in terms of, for the videos, for the channel in general, maybe there's a better way to go about it. And I think I discussed it in the past, and I said I was gonna try to keep going for a little bit, try different things. I feel like it might be nice to try something different, if you guys would like, which is, what this whole video is about. Yeah, so I have been feeling a little bad about that I haven't been able to keep up. And on top of that, the past 2 weeks, I've been, I don't know if the right term is burnout. And I don't, I feel like burnout is sometimes associated with, you're putting a lot of effort on something and you're not getting as much success. Yeah, I don't think it was burnout, because I guess that's more psychological. I just ended up getting really exhausted. I guess I'll just be a little more specific. Basically, after recording, specifically after recording the previous episode of Lobotomy Corporation, I got up and I felt really dizzy. Like really dizzy, to the point where I felt like I was gonna pass out. So I've been feeling like that for a while, and throughout the past week, I've felt it a little more, and so I got checked out. I think overall it's just exhaustion. It just made me think that I gotta change something on my schedule. The next day after getting checked out, I did the art stream, the Arknights art stream, where I was doing mod rock. I've really enjoyed working on that model, and making 3D character models it's something that I would love to do more of in the future, even making a 3D Aren model, and even 3D other Vtuber models. It's something I think will be really cool. Recently, I've been seeing a lot of growth in the channel. Like, apparently a lot of people found the channel through that stream. Like, apparently YouTube liked that one and it's been sharing it around, which I'm really happy about. That made me think, because as I said, I really enjoyed having just some chill time on stream to chat with everyone and work on that project, and actually made a lot of progress in that project, because usually I'm not able to work as long as that on a daily basis. So, taking the time of a stream to work on that. It will be really cool if it was possible for me to do that and do that consistently. So I was thinking that in the future I might do that more. I might stream on Thursdays more, the art streams. Thing is, either on Wednesdays or on Thursdays is when I record Lobotomy Corporation usually. And so yeah, I think that's what further pushed me. Not to make a decision just yet, but to see what my options are. And so I will be talking a little bit about the options, I guess, that I've seen so far for a way to continue the series, because I've really enjoyed it, so I would love to continue it, but maybe a different approach is the way to do it. So the first thing that I saw was doing bi-weekly episodes. Maybe 1 week I do the art streams, and the other week I play Lobotomy Corporation and I post it on the following Monday. This I considered for a bit, but I ended up deciding that it's probably not the way to go because of Arknights, actually. I do really enjoy reading through the story of that one too. And the thing is, that story takes a lot of time to read. And there is an upcoming event coming out that I would really love to, play through the stages, read through the story. In the past, what I've done for events that I wanted to read through will be to do 2 streams on that week. So basically one where I do the stages and then another one where I read through the story. And if we haven't finished, the next one I will also continue reading through the story. That's the way that's more or less worked, depending on the length of the event. And so because of that, that slot will already be, sometimes will be busy, sometimes it wouldn't, not dependent really on me, but on when the events come out of Arknights. And then, the weeks where there weren't the event, I will take advantage to keep working and do the art streams. And so that's why I kind of discarded that decision. I'll keep thinking about it, and as the week goes and as I read your guys' comments, I will see what is better. But yeah, second option, I mentioned it in the art stream actually, doing a stream series of Lobotomy Corporation, right? Since it's a long game, I do think that it would have been better to do as a live stream series because of the length. That being said, because of the type of game that it is and because it was my first time approaching it, I thought it would be better to do it on my own, so I'm able to, fully concentrate on the game. Obviously give commentary and try to learn the things properly. In live stream, I don't know if I will be able to keep up with that, especially as the stages get more difficult. I feel like, if you've seen my IS streams, you've seen that sometimes I get, I crack under pressure a little bit. It's fine to mess up, and that's why I actually been enjoying the recent IS, because oh boy, have I messed up. But it's kind of helped me in that regard, being okay with messing up. The thing with something like Lobotomy Corporation is that, it also takes time, or it adds to the time that it will take me to beat it. I mean, I guess same thing with Arknights, but because Arknights is almost it's almost limitless time until, they decide to kill the servers. It doesn't feel as such as much. I guess, well, with the events, it does, but, the events, at least the normal stages, are not as big of an issue, so, I'm able to beat the stages and then read through the event. And so, yeah, those are my thoughts in terms of a stream series, why I probably wouldn't do it. I have thought about trying it out, and maybe sometime I will, again, depending on what you guys think. But for now, I would really love to make the art streams, so I might focus on that more than anything. And yeah, there is another option that I was thinking, and it will be taking a break from Lobotomy Corporation, just completely for the time being, until I'm done with Rain World, right? Since these are 2 long series. Once I finish Rain World, then I should get into Lobotomy Corporation, right? That's probably how I'll do in the future. If there's a series that I'd rather record, I will probably wait until I'm done with the current long series, right? That makes sense. And that's kind of what I've been doing with things like Tears of the Kingdom, with either Somnium Files, right? That kind of thing. Since back then it was just one video series, I guess now that I added a second slot, it ended up being too much. But yeah, once I'm done with Rain World, at least with the current campaign that I'm playing through, I want to start the Hunter campaign, which is basically hardcore. I will say hardcore mode. The base game is already hard. And, there is a time limit and everything in the Hunter. So I really want to do that as a livestream series. And I brought that idea up to Rain World fans, and they have said that it will be a good idea. So that's how I probably do, at the very least, the Hunter. I might do other stuff, like the DLCs that have come out, as live streams as well, or I might go back and do them as series. It depends, we'll see. I guess the cons for that will be that, I don't know how long until I'm done with Rain World. It shouldn't be that much longer, right? Because we're almost on to the final objective. We would have been onto the final objective a long time ago, but I made a mistake where I hurt an ally, and I basically went on a whole side quest trying to help them. And so once I'm done with that, I will focus on the main objective. So probably a couple more episodes until I'm done with it. And so I don't know. I'm not entirely sure about that one. Mostly because I kind of want to try something different with Lobotomy Corporation, which leads us to the final option that I've considered, which is I play the series on my own. I record myself playing through it, not necessarily in the same format as I've done in the past, with fully, live commentary. There might also be some narration, that kind of thing. This is kind of the idea that I've had for the Arknights main story, if you've heard me talk about that, where I've had the idea of reading the story on my own and then making a script where I basically summarize the story, add some cool edits to that and stuff, making it fun. Something like a Kane. I really like his videos. I've watched his Resident Evil 3 video like 10 times probably. I don't know why that one specifically, but it's fun and I definitely recommend it. And so I found that as a sort of inspiration to follow this video series, which I guess after this I would like to talk a little bit more about that in regards to Arknights. But that's the idea that I've had for the time being on how to continue Lobotomy Corporation. Still use the slot that I usually use to record Lobotomy Corporation, so Wednesdays or Thursdays if I'm not doing a live stream. But I'm thinking about making Thursday live streams a lot more consistent actually. We'll see. But yeah, then on Wednesdays I will be recording Lobotomy Corporation, and it will kind of serve, I guess, as a sort of break where I'm not doing active commentary. I will still have the mic on probably, just in case I want to say something, but for the most part it will be something that I will do, after the fact. Well, I'll summarize things, I will talk about my experience on it, and finally, as any great list should have, just any ideas that you might have, I guess, for ways to continue the series that are, different than the ones I've talked about in here. But yeah, let me know your thoughts regarding that. So yeah, that's where I stand in terms of Lobotomy Corporation. And hopefully it was somewhat understandable. And if you're an Arknights fan, I do want to talk a little bit about that right now. So yeah, just give me a second, Lobotomy Corporation people. Otherwise, I think for the most part I'm done with what I wanted to say in that regard. But in terms of Arknights, I have been enjoying going through the story in my own time to make that other video that I mentioned. That being said, it is a really long story. Chapter 14 is a beefy one. And although I have been going on small chunks, usually it will be 1, maybe 2 streams a week that we will be going through the story. I've been doing basically every single day, just in smaller chunks. So it's been, more or less the same. And I'm about halfway through in the story. And so I was thinking about, if you guys watch me play through the event, or if you guys have played through the event or know the story, you'll know that halfway through there is a change in the tone of the story. I don't know, I don't think I've reached the specific twist just yet, but there is a change in environment. And that's probably the boss, right? The Revenant boss. I don't think I reached that stage, the story of that stage. So I was thinking about reaching that halfway point, and then the rest of the chapter we read on stream, and then I make the video for that second half. Because I was thinking for the future, that's what I would like to do. I would like to read the story together. And if you guys have enjoyed these videos, and I think it will be nice to continue them, then we can continue making those. And yeah, that's how it will go in terms of the main story. I just wanted to let y'all know that probably at some point, once I'm done with this first half of the story, once I posted that episode, then we'll probably get to reading through that. So sometime in the future, but again, that would add to the days of stream, so that's why I'm saying, like, it gets a little difficult if I try to then stream Lobotomy Corporation, and if then, once I'm done with Rain World, I will also start trying to do live streams of The Hunter. Because overall, although I really love playing games, when I've talked in streams about other projects or projects outside of the channel, they've usually been these 3D projects that I've been working on, the animations that I posted in my other channel, or the 3D models that I've shared on my social media. And so being able to work those during streams, it would actually be really cool, because as I said, it will give me the chance to chill with everyone and also take some time to work on the 3D model, some extra time, I guess, more than I usually will be able to work on if I wasn't streaming it. So that's where I am in terms of my schedule. As you can see, it's quite a doozy. It's kind of a mess, but I'm managing, and hopefully whatever comes out of this, will further improve. But yeah, once again, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I don't know how long this will be, but I probably will cut it down quite a bit because I did rant a little bit, keep it understandable, and as I said, I'll add some notes to clarify everything. But I guess if you have any questions, feel free to let me know. Any comments, any ideas. Otherwise, that will be it for this time. Thank you so much for watching, everyone. Once again, I'm Aren, and I'll see y'all next time. Goodbye, everyone. Take care. And once again, thank you for your patience, especially, Lobotomy Corporation fans. Hope I haven't let you down, but I promise you that whatever I end up doing, I will try my best to, give justice to the game. And, in the future, maybe trying out some other Project Moon series. That'd be cool. Yeah, but I guess we'll see.